Hello and welcome. How are we doing? You're very, very welcome to the 2020 Student Entrepreneur Awards. We should be coming to you live from NUI Galway, but unfortunately during strange and challenging times, we're coming to you live virtually through living rooms, kitchen tables and offices around the country. Today we're here to celebrate entrepreneurship in third level colleges and universities across Ireland. And we're doing that in the form of 10 incredible finalists. We have 10 incredible finalists today that are literally oozing entrepreneurship through their blood, through their veins. The only thing I'm really grateful for today is that I'm not one of the judges trying to pick a winner, because they're all amazing. If you're a tweeter or an Instagrammer, or you fancy putting something out on LinkedIn, the hashtag for today's award ceremony is hashtag Student Entrepreneur Awards. That's hashtag Student Entrepreneur Awards. So get tweeting and let's start the conversation. I want to give a big thank you to our supporters. Without you guys, these awards would not take place. So a huge thank you to Grant Thornton, to Cruikshank, to the local Enterprise Office Network, and of course to Enterprise Ireland for making these awards happen. Now, I think we have a special message from Minister Breen for our finalists.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we celebrate the third level student entrepreneurs across the country, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you for reaching this year's final. For the past 4 decades, student entrepreneurs in third level institutions across the country have been identifying challenges and the solutions to overcome them. And this year is no different. I've been very impressed by your approach to real-world problems and how you are using innovation to unlock answers. I'd like also to pay tribute to the organisations and businesses that are the driving force behind Enterprise Ireland Students Entrepreneur Awards. And these include the third level institutions, the local Enterprise Office unit in Enterprise Ireland, and the network of local Enterprise offices across the country. Best of luck to everyone today, and I wish you well on your entrepreneurial journey. You are our future. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Minister Breen, for the words of encouragement and supporting entrepreneurship in young people in Ireland. Richard Murphy, are you there? Hello, Richard.
I'm here, Greg.
Oh, you are. Lovely to see you. Richard Murphy from Enterprise Ireland. Richard is a very special man, because in a little over an hour's time, he's going to be announcing the overall winner of the Student and Entrepreneur Award of 2020. Richard, quick question for you. Why is entrepreneurship so important in third level institutions?
Well, Greg, obviously it's a massive talent pool in terms of the future of the country. We have many interactions with third level as an agency, and this is a hugely important one for us. It's all about, if you like, nurturing, creating and stimulating the future talent. And we use the competition to demonstrate to young people, you know, how easy a career option it can be. We have many examples of success that have come straight from the competition, that have gone in to create hugely successful businesses. So it's very important to us. So I'd use this platform to encourage future students to participate, to continue to be supported by the colleges, which they do. And in particular, I'd shout out to young women to use it as a springboard to participate in entrepreneurship. It is the future of our country. It's the backbone of the economy. And this competition allows people to develop those ideas and to be judged by a hugely caliber of professional people. And if you get to this stage of the final, you can be assured that the business has been stress tested and there is viability in it. And we as agencies are there to encourage and to develop and to support that into the future.
Brilliant. Talk to me about the caliber of this year's finalists.
Well, astonishing in many ways. Not only that they have reached the top 10 here, which came out of over 1,000 participants, but also to have had to endure the challenge of COVID-19, both in terms of going through the challenge of online judging, online presentations. It's been massively impressive for us. And I think you'll see today, when we get an overview of their products and solutions, how really talented these young people are. And we look forward to working with them in the future.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Richard. We'll see you a little bit later to announce the overall winner. See you in a bit.
Looking forward to it, Greg.
Hands up anyone that would like to meet our first finalist. Definitely me. Let's meet our first finalist.
Hi, my name is Sean Fraddle, and I'm currently a third-year computer applications student in DCU. For the past while, I've been designing and developing an equine nutrition-based application aimed at the equine feed manufacturing industry. I hope to take you through some of the basic use cases for this cloud-based application, as well as a short demo of the latest prototype that I've been developing alongside a well-known Irish manufacturer. It's common knowledge that athletes keep strict diets to maintain perfect balances within their bodies for the sports they compete in. It shouldn't come to much of a surprise to learn that the top horse trainers aim to do the same with their horses. Feed manufacturers around the world, trying to sell their high-quality feeds, visit top equestrian and racing horse owners and review their horses. They then produce reports for each kind of horse the owner may have, such as stallions or pregnant horses, on which feeds the horse should eat to reach the recommended nutrient levels. To do this, they generally follow a formula published by the National Research Council, which covers a range of different nutrients from vitamins to carbohydrates. The results of this can vary greatly due to age, weight, and the type of horse the report is for. After computing all required nutrient values, the equine nutritionist will take the numbers and attempt to conclude which feeds to give the horse and how much of the feed needs to be eaten daily to reach the requirements. This is what they base their report around, which is then given to clients, often alongside a comparison report of their current feed's nutrient output. As there is no way of quickly making these reports, I've developed Project Bellerophon, the first end-to-end cloud-based equine diet planner for global use by stud farms and feed manufacturers. Let's take a quick look at the current prototype that is being developed alongside Connolly's Red Mills. This demo, although at double speed, shows how quickly a report can be made. Firstly by logging in, adding a new client or stables, and then by adding a horse, in this case a stallion. We can then begin to add one or more feeds for the diet plan and how much in kilos to feed the horse of the added feeds. We can then save this, which is backed up and accessible anywhere, and from there we can easily develop a branded, standardized report which can be saved as a PDF file and sent to whomever. This is Project Bellerophon. Thanks for watching.
Well, hello, Sean. Congratulations on making it to the final 10. So, Sean, you're representing DCU. Go on, DCU, and you're revolutionizing equine nutrition reporting. How did the idea come about?
Well, the idea came around 2 years ago when my sister was working from home, and she's involved in creating these diet plans for clients as part of her job. And she was getting kind of frustrated at the process. So I sat down with her and began to understand the process to then work on a solution.
Brilliant stuff. And how close are we? It's great to see you do work with Connolly's Red Mills. That's amazing. How close before we see your reporting in the wild?
So I hope to have it out to them within the next month. We also have a demo lined up for a large stud farm in Australia. So I hope to keep chipping away at the large players in the industry and get them on board and satisfied, and then hopefully take everything I've learned to make a more generic product that's affordable for the smaller businesses and possibly those with less equine knowledge.
Brilliant, Sean. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on making the top 10, and thanks. Shall we meet the next finalist?
Hello, my name's Harry Dunn. I'm a student at IT Carlo studying cybercrime and IT security, and today I'll be presenting to you BitHerit, which is my project that aims to solve digital inheritance. Digital inheritance refers to the transfer of assets which exist on electronic systems. These can include passwords, usernames, online accounts, and many more things. The transfer of a digital estate should occur when there is a prolonged or permanent absence of the original data owner. Complications arise in digital inheritance because of two conflicting things. First, the information being bestowed is confidential in nature and thus needs to be stored securely. However, the date at which the information should be transferred is unknown, and the owner, the only individual who should have access to the data, will not be available to perform the transfer. It's because of these two conflicting reasons that finding a digital inheritance solution that is both secure and easy to transfer is a very difficult thing to do. BitHerit, which can be found at bitherit.com, is a platform currently in development that I am building from the ground up to solve the aforementioned problem. Inspired by cryptocurrency philosophy, the BitHerit digital inheritance system relies solely on cryptography. BitHerit uses this cryptography in its encryption of user data in a way that it can be split into several decryption pieces that are all required to come back together in order to recreate the data. I highly recommend you go to bitherit.com, that's bitherit.com, to have a look at the site for yourself. The back-end functionality is still not here, but it'll only be a short time away until I've got that done. The goal is to have the platform fully operational in July of 2020, and at this stage, everything is on track. Digital inheritance has been a major unsolved issue, especially in the cryptocurrency community, where many believe that if it was addressed, it would help strengthen cryptocurrency as a real long-term financial option. While cryptocurrency is a big market for BitHerit, it isn't its only market, as BitHerit can be used to secure just about any piece of digital data that you can think of. Because of this, many individuals and businesses who don't use cryptocurrency can also find use in the ability to transfer certain pieces of data even once they're gone. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and I thank you for watching. Bye.
Good day, Harry. That was my best Australian accent, Harry. You've got a strange accent for someone coming from IT, Carlo. Huge congratulations in making the final 10. I'm fascinated by your business. So you're solving the problem of digital inheritance. How did the idea even come about?
So the idea came from a need. So BitHerit allows users to transfer digital data securely, even after they are no longer alive. So as for myself, I have online accounts in cryptocurrency that I'd like to transfer to people if anything was to happen to me. However, I don't want to give them this private information before that time, and writing those details into a will is not only insecure, but every time a password or something like that changes, the will needs to be updated. So BitHerit was made to integrate the transfer of confidential digital information into traditional inheritance. And that's where the idea came about.
Fantastic. And are you still on track to be fully functional by the end of July?
Yep, that's our goal. I've picked up another developer and we're currently going for the end of July. Yep.
Brilliant, Harry. Thank you so much for joining us. Go on, IT Carlo, and best of luck. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
Let's meet another finalist, shall we?
We are Team EnableAid. The EnableAid is a device which will provide assistance to those with reduced mobility while gardening. The inspiration for this device came from my own experience with my grandmother, who before she developed Parkinson's was passionate about gardening, being an avid member of a gardening club. Initially, she was able to continue gardening with assistance, but as the Parkinson's progressed, she was no longer able to continue working on her flower beds. Her doctor at the time recommended that she continue gardening in order to maintain her motor functions, but her main issue was a lack of upper body strength and balance needed in order to use a kneeling stool.
Our product is designed to provide a solution to this problem by assisting the person in kneeling and raising to a standing position. The frame provides the user with a sense of stability while moving around the garden, while the pad allows them to freely access their flower beds with confidence. The goal of this product is to give the user back their freedom in the form of being able to garden safely with ease. After consulting with an occupational therapist, she confirmed to us the need to keep people with reduced mobility active, and in the case of the elderly, gardening is an activity she would highly recommend. Gardening is currently being used around the world for physical and mental rehabilitation. Our product will allow gardening to be more accessible to everyone.
While there are devices currently available to help people in the garden, most of these require significant effort from the user. Where our device differs from other competitors is in the reduced effort required, as they will be lower to the level of the flower bed mechanically. This allows the user to concentrate more on the garden and less about the risk of falling. There are significant advantages to EnableAid, and we plan to make it the ultimate garden assistant, enabling you, today and tomorrow. EnableAid.
Hello, Team EnableAid. Do we have Owen there? Owen, how's it going?
Hello,
So,
Greg. How are you?
good, good, good. So representing CIT, Cork Information Technology, and there's a team of 9 of you, isn't it? That's a big team.
There's 9
Yeah.
of us in total.
Yeah, I love the fact that your product was inspired, wasn't it, by Paul's grandmother, and it's solving the problem of back pain and gardening, and making gardening accessible to all, which is such an incredible thing. I love the idea of the product. How close are we to turning that idea into reality?
So currently, we've successfully commissioned, manufactured, and tested our Mark 1 prototype, and our stabilization system has been tested as well and has been completely successful. The frame itself is lightweight, being only 5 kilos, and we've tested successfully with the user of 105 kilos. We plan to raise investment and hopefully make a successful Mark 2 prototype and then go towards market.
So if you're listening out there and you want to invest in Enable Aid, give Owen a call. Congratulations and best of luck. I believe we have a special guest next in the form of Daniel. Now, Daniel was the local enterprise office ICT winner last year in 2019. His company, Micron Agri-Tech, solves an incredible problem. It identifies parasites in animals without the need for a vet. Daniel, are you there?
Yeah, hello. Thanks for having me.
Hello, Daniel. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. Daniel, for anyone that wasn't tuned in last year, tell the viewers about your business.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to just wish best of luck to all the participants in the competition. I had a look at all the projects, and it's been really, really interesting. So we're Micron Agri-Tech, and we're developing Tostal, a portable parasite testing kit that farmers can use to test their animals for worms on site, and they get instant results on their phone. Currently, farmers medicate animals for worms preventatively because test results to labs take 3 to 5 working days, which is too long.
Amazing. And thinking back to last year, how did...
They will save time.
We're having a few difficulties there with Daniel. We have Daniel on a roll there. Daniel, can you hear us again? Okay, we can't hear Daniel. Shall we move on? Does anyone want to meet another finalist by chance? Let's meet our next finalist.
Hello, my name is Vinh Trung, a product design student from Technological University Dublin, and there's an issue I'd like to talk about today.
Hello, Vinh Trung, how are you? Your video had me dancing there. I was dancing away. So you're representing TU Dublin, and your product idea is called ENSO. I love the idea of a 3D learning toolkit. How did the business idea come about?
So this began as my thesis project, and I found that globally play has been acknowledged as an important aspect to a child's social, emotional, and intellectual development. So this led on to kind of researching global education systems and determining that there's no product that's tailoring to the main needs of both the child and the educator. So I then went through that iterative process that you saw in the video, which led me to the final design and was tested and proven to work.
Wow, and I see 8 to 12-year-olds, but it strikes me looking at your product, this is something that you could use at any age.
Yeah. It's for anyone who's really interested in developing their skill set further and having kind of fun while they're learning. So.
Cool. I love the product. Congratulations on making the final 10, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Mel.
How about meeting another finalist?
My name is Mark O'Sullivan. I'm an engineering PhD student in the Infant Research Centre and the Embedded Systems Lab in UCC. I've spent the entirety of my PhD developing the technology and the commercial case behind Eurobell, for which I was awarded the 2020 UCC Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Eurobell is a portable brain monitor for the early diagnosis of brain injury in newborns. Unlike existing systems, it is usable by any member of the medical staff team in any setting. Newborn brain injury due to oxygen deprivation occurs in up to 2% of all births. It results in the death or permanent disability of over 1 million infants globally each year, accounting for over 23% of all infant deaths. The window in which treatment is effective in improving the outcomes for these babies is within 6 hours of birth, but diagnosing brain injury requires EEG monitoring. The issue within the health sector is that conventional EEG monitors are expensive and complex systems. They require expertise, which simply is not available in the majority of hospitals, and where it is available, the process from initial suspicion to confirmed diagnosis and treatment can take days, leading to potentially worse outcomes. Eurobell circumvents these issues. Eurobell is a compact, standalone, and easy-to-use EEG monitor which uses state-of-the-art electronics and novel AI software. It provides highly accurate, real-time diagnostic decision support, alerting medical staff to potential brain injury within minutes. An idea has been submitted to patent and protect our core IP. The target market is healthcare providers and the health services. Newborn brain injury accounts for over half of the health services' medical negligence costs every year. Last year alone, Ireland, UK and the US paid 115 million, 2 billion and 6 billion respectively in newborn brain injury litigation costs. In Ireland, there has been a 365% increase in total payout costs over the past 5 years. This led to the Director of Women and Child Health of the HSE saying that preventable brain injury in newborns is the single biggest risk to the health service. According to the latest reports, the brain monitoring market is worth 4.9 billion with a compound annual growth rate of 6.9%. Eurobell is a disruptive technology in this market. This proposal will be sold on a dual revenue model with a once-off cost for the hardware and an annual subscription for the cloud-based software.
Hello, Mark. Everyone's looking very sharp today. So Mark, what a business idea. You're representing UCC, University College Cork. Crikey, I mean, identifying brain injury in newborns, what an incredible business idea. Where did it all come from? Where did the idea come from?
Yeah, I suppose I started my PhD back in 2016, originally looking at software and signal processing algorithms for trying to detect seizures and other brain injuries in newborns. And I suppose I recognized that the bottlenecks in the diagnostic procedure were much wider than that. So I started working towards designing a fully standalone medical device for the task. And I suppose in the last 2 years, then I started engaging with the entrepreneurship ecosystem in UCC through Ignite, Gateway, the Launchpad, and started to build the business idea around it. And I suppose it kept on gathering traction and really looked like it was a solution that would fit the market. So yeah, we're pushing towards it, and now it's the task of trying to get funding and trying to get the device out.
So get your checkbooks out, everybody. Mark needs some funding. This seems like an amazing business. Huge congratulations for making the top 10 there, Mark, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks a million. Cheers.
Let's meet another finalist, shall we?
Hi, my name is Hannah McFoy, and I'd like to introduce you to my new food brand, Nibbles. Nibbles is a range of vegan party food which consists of 2 products: cauliflower wings with barbecue sauce and spring rolls with sweet chilli sauce. The products have a high nutritional value as they're high in protein and a source of vitamin B12. I decided to develop a range of vegan party food as I noticed a gap in the market for vegan convenience food of a high nutritional value. I also noticed the popularity of the vegan diet increasing in the last few years. Figures from Board BIA show that almost 4% of the Irish population are vegan, with 3.8% of those becoming vegan within the last year. Kerry Group also listed plant-based eating as one of the top 10 health and nutrition trends of 2020. The company's mission statement is to provide tasty and convenient plant-powered party food for all-round customer satisfaction. The products have a range of unique selling points. As mentioned before, both products are vegan. They're high in protein and a source of vitamin B12. These are both essential nutrients for vegans and those following plant-based diets. The products are also convenient. The products will be sold and stored frozen and will be cooked from frozen within a matter of minutes using the oven, air fryer or deep fat fryer. The products are also a source of fibre. They're high in quality and use high quality ingredients, and the product's packaging and process is environmentally friendly. With regard to the product's target market, the products will be aimed at vegans, plant-based eaters, flexitarians, all types of vegetarians, health-conscious consumers and environmentally friendly consumers.
Did somebody say vegan treats? That's my lame attempt to do the Just Eat jingle. How you doing, Hannah?
Hi, how are you?
So Hannah, you're representing St Angela's College in Sligo, isn't that correct? So
yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah.
I love the idea of sinful but healthy, amazing vegan treats that I can freeze. How did the idea come about?
Yeah, so I know quite a few people, including friends and family, who are either vegans or plant-based eaters, and my product is based on their experience with not being able to buy tasty and nutritious vegan-friendly snack foods in supermarkets. So I noticed that most vegan-friendly products in supermarkets have poor taste, appearance, and nutritional quality. I decided to produce a range of plant-based party food, which is suitable for vegans, convenient, and has a high nutritional value without compromising on taste. I also enriched the products with protein and vitamin B12, as I found that them nutrients were lacking in vegan diets.
Brilliant idea. So be close to getting your fantastic food in the supermarkets or the shops.
Yeah, well, I'm working on expanding the product range further, and then I have to secure production facilities to start the manufacture of the products.
Brilliant. Hannah, congratulations for making the final 10, and thanks for being with us.
Thanks very much.
Okay, let's get to an award. Our first award of the day. We're now getting to announce our 2020 academic award, and with a bit of luck, we have Mark Crystal from Enterprise Ireland with us. Mark, are you there? Hiya, Mark. So I can't hear you there, Mark. So Mark looks sharp. So we don't seem to be able to reach Mark. Sorry about this, Mark. So shall I go ahead and just announce our winner? So the winner for our academic award for 2020 is Sean O'Leary. So Sean O'Leary, congratulations.
I am delighted and greatly honoured to accept the Enterprise Ireland Academic Award. The Enterprise Ireland Student Entrepreneur Awards is a brilliant opportunity for us as lecturers to bring entrepreneurship and innovation to life for our students. Enterprise is the lifeblood of the Irish economy. Our approach is to bring multidisciplinary teams together, in action learning programs to develop and commercialise self-conceived and inspired novel products. The success of these programs is based on developing a strong college innovation ecosystem and strong participation from our Innovation and Enterprise Office, the hugely successful Rubicon Startup Centre, and Student Inc. programme. The mentoring, support and counsel provided by Enterprise Ireland and the judges in this competition over many years has been crucial to this success. The recent international successes of CIT teams, including the Global Gold Medal at iCreate in Canberra, Australia, by the EI Award-winning team Strytech, is just one manifestation of this great support from Enterprise Ireland. I really believe I'm accepting this award on behalf of all participants, students and staff in our innovation ecosystem, as we head towards the bright horizon of the new Munster Technological University. I would in particular like to pay tribute to my innovative product development colleagues, lecturers Dr. Hugh O'Donnell, Paul Keane, Lisa Murphy and Scott McGowan. I am deeply honoured to accept the academic award. It truly means a great deal. Many, many thanks.
Huge congratulations to Sean, winner of our academic award. We're trying to get Mark Crystal back on the line. He's really, really eager to get online and to talk to us. So I nervously wait here. I see him shaking his head. And it's with regret that I say, Mark, lovely seeing you. I'm so sorry we couldn't speak, but we'll chat soon. Take care. So once again, our academic award winner for 2020 is Sean O'Leary. Congratulations. We have 4 finalists to meet still, so let's get back to meeting our finalists.
Hello, my name is Siobhan Ryan. I'm a third-year medical student in the Royal College of Surgeons here in Dublin. A pressure ulcer is an area of localised injury to skin or underlying tissue as a result of prolonged pressure. Concerning data has emerged that 53.4% of pressure ulcers are facility acquired from the operating room. So I present to you my enterprise, Presidect, a perioperative pressure care detection system designed for the operating theatre table. Its main value proposition is to prevent cell deformation and subsequent pressure ulcer formation as a result of the patient's surgical position. So how does it work? Welcome to the operating room. This is an extremely busy area with many different healthcare professionals. This is a soft prototype of Presidect. It contains capacitative tactile sensor technology with a silicone base, polyurethane sheets and a memory foam element. It is also wirelessly connected to an appliance at the bedside, and I've also created documentation to assist and complement the system. This is a demonstration of the patient on the theatre table without Presidect. Here we are relying on visual inspection and a macro scoring system, which is the current standard of care. However, we do not know where anatomically the most pressure is being applied that would be vulnerable to pressure ulcer formation. Here is our solution to this problem. The patient is now on the Presidect system, and it is now possible to actively map where the pressure distribution is as a result of the patient's prolonged surgical procedure. This can be seen in real time, and it can be recorded accurately. Presidect is a platform technology that can be easily rolled out to different areas of the hospital, including trolleys of the recovery area and A&E setting. It has the potential to grow a customer base and have repeated revenues. In terms of export potential, I've contacted the National Advisory Pressure Ulcer Panel and have confirmed that there is a clinically unmet need in the US market as well. Presidect, the next generation of pressure ulcer prevention. You've heard it here first.
Siobhan of Presidect, representing the Royal College of Surgeons in Dublin. How are you doing?
Great, thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
No worries. Huge congratulations for making the final 10, an incredible achievement. Who knew that pressure detection on a trolley or an operating table was so important and so revolutionary? How did the business idea come about?
Well, I'm a qualified general nurse and I came to the project with a very, I think, practical outlook and mindset. And I went back to medical school as a mature student and really learned the nuts and bolts and scientific underpinning of my research interest, which is pressure injury or bed sores, as people know them in the community as. And I think it was that healthy marriage between bringing academia and science with a kind of a practical frontline experience. I presented the embryonic stages and idea of it with 5 colleagues, students at the Student Innovation Challenge about 2 years ago. And really that was the winning concept at that time, with over 100 students participating through the Research Summer School. And it really got some leverage from there. And we developed a working relationship with the Innovations Department in RCSI, who really foster their students and nurture any interest outside of their core curriculum. And I've been really fortunate with my advisory panel, and we've done huge work, and we're very proud of where we've brought an idea on paper to prototype in about 18 months. And pressure injury is really, I think, relevant in the COVID-19 era. It's really in everyone's conversation in terms of prevention for patients and staff alike wearing PPE equipment. So it's really out there this year. So we feel that this year is Presidex's year.
Yeah, I hear the passion in your voice, Siobhan. I think you could probably talk for hours about this, which is brilliant. Thanks so much for joining us, and congratulations on making the final 10.
Thank you very much.
3 more finalists to go, isn't it? Let's meet the next one.
My name is Lewis Loam. I'm the founder of Torn and the creator of Signal Optimizer, which has been described by the world's official #1 music retailer as a game changer which nobody else is doing. From the 1950s until now, the #1 frustration of millions of musicians across the world has been the loss of up to 50% of their sound quality when playing amplified instruments. Signal Optimizer is a plug-and-play device which for the first time allows musicians to hear all the sound all the time, and is the solution over 20 million musicians have been looking for. This colour wheel represents the sound with existing equipment. The stark cut-offs between colours highlight the loss of up to 50% of the sound quality. This colour wheel represents the solution, Signal Optimizer, providing a full spectrum of sound with subtle hues and mixes. Last summer, we met with industry leaders at the world's largest music trade show in Nashville, Tennessee, who confirmed Signal Optimizer's market is global, with over 90% export and over $200 million spent annually. Signal Optimizer has partnered with leaders in design and technology, with Loudon Guitars and Sheeran by Loudon carrying out our product testing. Signal Optimizer has seen significant success to date, winning overall in Queen's University Belfast Dragon's Den in March 2019, receiving the TechStart Proof of Concept grant in May 2019, and in October 2019 I was the first undergraduate to win overall at the prestigious Catalyst Invent Awards. We are currently completing prototypes and will be carrying out extensive market testing throughout this year. Winning Student Entrepreneur Awards will provide invaluable exposure and funds to get Signal Optimizer to the global market early 2021. Let's transform the quality of amplified sound and music across the world. Thank you.
Let me just put down my air guitar there, Lewis. Lewis, congratulations on making the top 10. Signal Optimizer sounds amazing. Imagine getting 100% of the noise out of my guitar. That's a scary thought. Lewis, you're representing Queen's University Belfast. Presumably, do you have a background in music, Lewis?
Yeah, so I've been a musician for the past 12 years, so I've always had a knowledge of the problem with sound quality in music equipment, but it wasn't until I started studying at Queen's electrical and electronic engineering that I was able to look at the problem from a technical perspective and then come up with a solution, which is Signal Optimizer.
Wow, fantastic stuff. And you've already won loads of awards. So what's next for Signal Optimizer?
So we've completed the proof of concept stage and we're on track to complete product development this year, get it tested by our network of artists and get to market at the start of next year.
Wow, impressive stuff. Really, really exciting. Huge congratulations for making the top 10 and thanks a million for joining us, Lewis.
Thank you.
Only 2 more to go. Only 2 more finalists to go. So let's meet the next one.
My name is Nick Cotter and I am a Corcus Innovation Scholar studying Law and Business in UCC. My business partner is my brother Jack, a final year Process and Management Engineering student in LIT. We have grown up on a sheep farm and over the last 4 years have developed a revolutionary solution that will forever change the way sheep farmers care for their lambs, making them more productive, profitable and sustainable. So the majority of sheep farmers handle lambs between their legs or up in their arms, which is labour intensive, time consuming and costly. Our patent pending solution is the Cotter Crate. It delivers value that nothing else can by facilitating effortless vaccination and dosing, 50% faster handling and prevents back injury. This is significant as 46% of Irish sheep farmers experience lower back pain. The crate works as a system with SmartWeight. Our weighing app eliminates the cost of a weighhead, saving €1,000 to €2,000, and addresses anthelmintic resistance, which costs sheep farmers €1.1 billion annually. We are providing the technology to allow farmers to move from blanket treating their flock to only dosing the ones that are performing poorly and need it. This reduces anthelmintic use by 50%, saving a potential economic loss of €4,000 annually for a 200 ewe flock. Our solution will also conserve important insects like dung beetles, which are greatly affected by the overuse of anthelmintics, and this will increase farm biodiversity. This is truly innovative, as current offerings simply do not make lamb handling easier or safer, and the huge reduction in anthelmintic use our system delivers is simply not possible with existing technology. We see every sheep farmer in the world as a potential customer. Regardless of whether a farmer has 50 sheep in Ireland or 5,000 sheep in Australia, we believe they would want to have our system on their farm because it makes life easy. We have received a number of awards to date, winning Best Overall Startup at the Enterprise Ireland Innovation Arena Awards last year and the Engineers Ireland Student Innovator of the Year 2019. Winning the Student Entrepreneur Awards would be incredibly valuable, as it will facilitate us launching the system at the Llama Agri Show in Q1 2021, and international publicity will dramatically accelerate the achievement of our ambitions, helping us deliver global success with Cotter Agritech.
Hello, Nick and Jack. How are we doing? So not only representing one college today, representing two. So LIT and UCC, isn't that correct?
Right.
Brilliant stuff. I love the idea of your business. Now, presumably, growing up on a sheep farm, that's where the idea come from. But give us a bit of background on how the idea came about.
So about 4 years ago, we had difficulty handling our own lambs. So we felt there had to be an easier solution, and that's what led us to inventing the Cotter Crate. So it is a solution that will reduce costs, increase efficiency, reduce labour, and with a robust engineering design, we think it'll be something that sheep farmers worldwide will help them make their life easier.
Certainly, anything that saves the back is fantastic, but it seems incredible. How are we, when it comes to developing the Cotter Crate? Are we close?
Yeah, so currently we're manufacturing 20 prototypes for final market validation ahead of launching in January 2021. And I'm excited to announce that as of this morning, we were awarded with Enterprise Ireland Competitive Start funding. So fingers crossed now that we get more good news in this competition a bit later.
Wow, cool. Congratulations. That's hot news straight off the press. So guys, huge congratulations on making the final 10, and thanks a million for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Greg.
Okay, we now get to our last finalists. We've gone through 9 already. So our last finalist, who are they going to be? Let's check it out.
I think we'd all fancy our chances of spotting that concussion. We'd probably all like to think that we'd be able to identify any concussion if it were to happen right in front of us. But the reality is that unless you're a trained medical professional, you'd probably miss quite a lot of concussions. 90% of concussions don't involve a loss of consciousness, which is what we all associate with concussion. Only subtle symptoms such as a loss of focus may be present. And allowing a player to continue playing having suffered a concussion exposes them to the risk of second impact syndrome, where they suffer a second subsequent concussion shortly after the first. And this can result in permanent brain damage or even an injury resulting in death. This is why I created the Trauma Alert Smart Guard. It is a device which measures the acceleration of the head in real time during a match, and thus can identify if a tackle or collision may have resulted in a potential concussion. If the device activates, the player must leave the field of play for further evaluation by a medical professional. It is my firm belief that this device would improve identification rates of concussion and ultimately make sports safer for all. Trauma Alert. Contact sports made safer.
Hello, Simon. You've had the longest wait to get on camera.
Yeah.
So representing UCC, Simon, Trauma Alert seems like a fantastic product when it comes to identifying concussions. Where did the idea come about from?
It started when I had to come up with a final year project going into my final year of engineering, and I was always aware of the issue of concussion in sports, but I wasn't quite aware until I started researching the issue and talking to people involved in the lower levels how big of an issue it is, that we kind of see lots of match doctors available at higher levels, but the lower levels and the kind of grassroots where a lot of people play doesn't have this, the funding to have lots of match doctors to spot injuries. And often concussion can be difficult to spot, as kind of everyone associates with being knocked out as concussed, but there's only 10% of concussions actually involve a loss of consciousness, so it could be quite difficult to spot it unless you have a doctor there. So this is where I felt there would be a need for a device that will aid the identification of potential concussion based on an impact to the head or body, which may result in an acceleration of the head to cause concussion.
Wow. And I mean, how close are we to rolling this out into the wild?
It's still reasonably early on that we kind of got curtailed by the whole COVID-19 thing, that everything got delayed, the manufacturing and testing got delayed. So we're planning on getting that back on track as soon as possible, as soon as restrictions allow. And hopefully all kind of indications so far show that it should be successful once it is tested. So fingers crossed, and we're feeling good about it.
Brilliant stuff. So if you have a checkbook and you want to contact Simon, by all means do so. And just to reiterate, it's CIT, so it's Cork Information of Technology.
Yeah,
brilliant stuff. So up Cork, fantastic stuff. Thank you so much for joining us, Simon.
Yeah, thank you very much.
With a bit of luck now, we're going to have a very, very special guest. I think we may have a lady by the name of Liz McLaughlin from Timpany Medical, who I met because she was a finalist and actually a winner at last year's Ireland's Best Young Entrepreneur competition. And she blew my socks off then. Liz, are you there?
I am indeed. Thanks for having me.
How you doing? Lovely to see you.
You too.
Amazing stuff. So for anyone that doesn't know Timpany Medical, obviously shame on them, Liz, but maybe you can tell us a little bit about your business.
So Timpany Medical is a spin out of NUI Galway. We are an endoscope startup company who are focused initially on delivering novel endoscopes for ear surgery, and then have a platform technology which will allow all endoscope surgeons to perform minimally invasive procedures with a better camera technology and improve minimally invasive surgery for patients across the board.
Wow. Okay.
So,
and we met when you won the award at Ireland's Best Young Entrepreneur last year. What have you been doing since then?
We've been keeping busy. We have been working towards some fundraising, some grants. So we were awarded the Disruptive Technology Innovation Fund in December and hoping to get that underway. It's been slightly delayed by COVID-19. And we're also advancing our prototypes with the support of EIT Health and testing prototypes at the moment in Leiden University Medical Center in the Netherlands. It's an interesting time actually to do testing with clinicians. So we've got them wearing GoPros and sending the video footage back to us, which is a new way to do business.
Yeah.
So we've been progressing that and building our business proposition from going from ear surgery into other rigid endoscope markets. So expanding our ambition and our focus.
Incredible. And one thing that really impressed me about you is you went from kind of purely being in the medical profession. Sorry, Liz. So you went from being purely in the medical profession into transforming into a business person. How was that transformation? Liz has gone very quiet. So Liz is unfortunately frozen. It's not the worst picture of her that's frozen that I've seen. We'll just see whether we can get her back. Okay, we'll see whether we can get Liz back. We'll be back in one, will we? Back to her now. Okay, Liz, you're back. Fantastic.
Yeah, sorry.
Liz, I was talking to myself there.
I know, sorry, it went all gobbledygook.
I'll tell you what I was asking you. I was saying I was hugely impressed. You know, you went from a kind of a pure medical background to turning into this incredible businesswoman or business person even. How was that transition?
It was interesting. So I was working as a clinician I worked in surgery and anesthetics and critical care mainly prior to moving into business. And there are definitely some parallels in terms of problem solving and identifying problems and thinking on your feet that you have to do in business as well as in medicine. But I got bitten by the bug when I did the BioInnovate fellowship in 2015-16. I returned to clinical practice for a while, and then I think I'm talking to myself again there.
No, you're not. You're not. I can hear you. So, Lizzie, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah. I think.
Oh, brilliant!
I don't know, sorry.
One thing I'd really like to get into, because you were so passionate when I met you last year about being a female entrepreneur. How important do you think female entrepreneurship is? I know it's very important, but tell us more about how passionate you are about being a female entrepreneur.
Yeah, so I think it's really important to have more female representation in entrepreneurship. I think, in particular, there's documented studies to say that women in senior leadership actually can drive both innovation and profitability of companies. And unfortunately, we don't see enough women in startups. I think, in particular, in the tech sector, it's getting better, but at senior level in the tech sector and medical devices, it has often been very much driven by the male-dominated workforce. But I think we're pushing the boundaries a little bit more, and I'm glad to see that even today there's female entrepreneurs pushing forward from a student level, and certainly I've met plenty of young female entrepreneurs over the last year or two, and I think we're ready to change the Irish economy and make it more diverse for the future.
Let's see more female entrepreneurs in the next year. Next year's awards, I want to see more. Liz, continued success for your business, and thank you so much for joining us. Take care.
Thank you. Sorry for the technical issues.
No worries. Okay, let's talk about our judges now. So we now get to the judging process, and we're just about getting there to announce our first winner. We have 6 judges today. Our 6 judges are Kevin Foley from Grant Thornton. We have Richard O'Connor from Cruikshank. We have Breda Fox. Now, Breda Fox is from the local Enterprise Office Network. We have Richard Murphy, who we met earlier on from Enterprise Ireland, and Martin Corrie from Enterprise Ireland. We also have our technology consultant, Tommy Foreman, who, with a bit of luck, is with us today. Hopefully, Tommy can hear us. Tommy, are you there?
Yes, I am. Great.
Oh, brilliant. I'm delighted. It's great to see you, Tommy. So talking about this year's awards, but not letting any trade secrets, no cats out of bags, tell us about the calibre of the entrants and how difficult the judging process was this year.
Well, I'm delighted to say, Greg, it was just another great year for Enterprise Ireland's Student Entrepreneurs Award. We received over 1,000 applications, as Richard said earlier. Those ideas for the medical device sector, for IT, multimedia, agriculture, food, and that's just a few. Students have shown great creativity in their proposals, and I have to say, great commitment and pushing forward with their ideas in what are very difficult and challenging times. And of course, that's when entrepreneurship really shines through. As much as anything, for me, entrepreneurship is about change. No one can argue that the entire world is rapidly changing right in front of our very eyes at the moment. And more than ever, it's going to be important that Ireland's young people step up and see entrepreneurship as an opportunity for them to leave their mark on all our futures. So, yeah, a very challenging year for us as judges.
Yeah, well, a huge thank you for all your work and your effort, Tommy, and a huge thank you to all the judges. Thank you so much for joining us, Tommy.
Thank you.
So before we get to the awards, there's just one special lady that I want to mention. And that lady is Anna Knirk of Enterprise Ireland, who tirelessly has planned, plotted and made sure this year's awards took place. She started off planning an offline event and she's ended up planning an online event. So Anna, thank you so much for all your hard work and making this year's awards a reality. And now we're to the big moment, the moment when we get to our awards. So today we have literally going to have one overall winner. So we're going to have one overall Student Entrepreneur Award for 2020. We have 3 category winners and we will have 6 runners-up. So in the words of Brian Tuberty, that means there's a winner in every one of our 10 finalists. So you're all winners. So as regards the prizes each runner-up will receive €1,500. Each category winner will receive €5,000 and the overall winner will receive €10,000. Not bad. But probably what's even more amazing is our winners will receive €30,000 worth of mentoring, consultancy and support, helping them make their business idea commercially viable. So not bad at all. So let's get to our first award. Are we ready? I know I'm certainly ready. Our first award today is the Grant Thornton High Achieving Merit Award. And judge and member of Grant Thornton, Kevin Foley, is with us to present the award. Are you there, Kevin?
Good afternoon, Greg.
It's great to see you, coming in crystal clear. Now, Grant Thornton have been a massive supporter of our awards for many, many years. Why is Grant Thornton so passionate about helping student entrepreneurship in Ireland?
Thanks, Greg. Grant Thornton has been around for quite a while now, but a lot of our main clients have come from entrepreneurial backgrounds. So we really recognise the importance of entrepreneurship in our society. The awards themselves really give the students that opportunity for that first step on their road to success. So we wish them every bit of luck in the future.
Brilliant. Okay. So we should have the virtual drum roll. We forgot the drums. I can't believe we forgot the drums. So Kevin, I'm going to pass over to you to announce the winner of the Grant Thornton High Achieving Merit Award.
Thanks, Greg. So the winner of the Grant Thornton High Achieving Merit Award is Simon Dring of Trommelert.
I see a very, very happy Simon. So Simon Dring of Trommelert is the winner for CIT of the Grant Thornton High Achievement Merit Award. Congratulations, Simon.
Thanks, Greg. Yeah, delighted. Really kind of didn't expect that, having seen the standard of all the other projects. And I was in the final of the top 10 last year with a group project. And so I've seen kind of 2 years of how high the standard is. So yeah, delighted.
If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Well, huge congratulations. Exactly. I'm so excited about this because I think your product sounds amazing, and to get this to market could save lots of lives on the various sporting playing fields. So
exactly, yeah, that was the whole idea, that there have unfortunately been lives lost in sporting events that could have been preventable, and the plan is that this device can definitely reduce the chances of something like that happening again, which would be a huge positive.
So huge congratulations again, Simon. Go off and celebrate to the hilt. And if you want to congratulate Simon online, just to remind everyone, the hashtag for today's awards is hashtag Student Entrepreneur Awards. So hashtag Student Entrepreneur Awards. Now's the time to get tweeting. Congratulations, Simon, and well done.
Thank you very much, Greg.
I can't believe it. It's rocking and rolling fast now. We get now to our second award. This is the Cruikshank High Achieving Merit Award. And here, a judge and member of Cruikshank to present this award is Richard O'Connor. Are you there, Richard?
Hi, Greg. How are you?
How you doing? Great to see you. Now, Cruikshank is instrumental and amazing in helping businesses and entrepreneurs patent their ideas and business names. Tell us a little bit more about what Cruikshank does.
Okay, well, I think what's important to say, Greg, is that every company has intellectual property. Every company owns intellectual property. Sometimes it's very valuable, sometimes not so. But the key thing is that, companies realize that they have it. It could be the secret sauce, the reason why, customers want to buy your product. It could be your reputation. It could be your wonderful sales material. And all these things have a value. And the key thing is for Irish businesses to understand that and to get to know that. And the great thing about this competition and the great thing about our involvement in this competition is that it gets our young business leaders of the future looking at this early on and trying to identify, value and protect their IP.
Fantastic. I suppose without further ado, Richard, now is the moment. I'm going to hand over to you to announce the winner.
Yes, indeed. So the 2020 winner of the Cruikshank High Achievement Merit Award is Siobhan Ryan of President. Well done, Siobhan.
I think it's safe to say, Siobhan, you're quite happy. God, the smile, that's fantastic. A huge congratulations. You talked earlier on in your video about taking on America. Well, hopefully now this is the beginning of bringing PresiDect to the global forum and turning this brilliant idea into a reality. How do you feel?
I'm astonished. I'm just in awe of all the projects today and the finalists, and the standard has been overwhelming almost. Just feel very privileged to be here. And I just want to say a huge thank you to my advisory group in the local enterprise office in Tipperary. My chief mentor there was William Cleary, Teresa Mulvihill and Mary Ryan. And of course, my instrumental internal advisory group from the Student Innovations Office in RCSI, my supervisor in academia, Dr. Derek John, and the head of innovations, Professor Gallagher. I just wouldn't be here today without them all. So I'm just very grateful, and thank you very much to everyone in Enterprise Ireland. Thank you.
Well, we're all ecstatic for you. Huge congratulations. And now I'm smiling as well. So continue smiling and have a great day. Congratulations, Siobhan.
Thank you.
Now we get to our penultimate award. God, only 2 more to go. This award is the Local Enterprise Office ICT Award. And we should have Breda Fox, who's the head of enterprise at the Local Enterprise Office in Galway with us and was also a judge. Breda, are you there?
Hello.
How you doing? How are you?
Great
to see you. So excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Very
Before we announce our winner, the Local Enterprise Office is a fantastic resource for any entrepreneur, young or old. So say I'm a 3rd level student with a really good business idea. How can the Local Enterprise Office help them?
Well, we're very active in the 3rd level area. For example, in Local Enterprise Week, we run a number of events with the local 3rd level colleges here in Galway. We do idea boot camps. So basically the idea is to encourage students to progress their ideas or help them develop an idea, help them identify with advice what problem are they solving, what market are they in, what value they're creating for the customer. And then if we get a viable idea or a potential idea out of that, we can take it further by working with them on market research, advisory, training, boot camps. And ultimately, I suppose the goal would be that we would lead them to raising finance to explore their idea further, either innovation vouchers, feasibility funding through the LEOs, ultimately would be where we'd like to see them taken. And we often refer them to the New Frontiers programme as well.
Sure. Yeah, it's amazing. Very often, young entrepreneurs, particularly students, wouldn't think of the local enterprise office as a place to contact. There's 31 of them around the country. The website's localenterprise.ie, and it's a great starting point to have a chat with your local enterprise office if you're a student with a brilliant business idea. Breed, I think we hit that moment now, that very, very exciting moment. So, Breed, I'm going to pass over to you to announce the Local Enterprise Office ICT Award of 2020. It's over to you, Breda.
This is very exciting. I'd just like to acknowledge, I suppose, with the virtual link, I'm reading it off my iPad, but I'd like to congratulate all the finalists for putting fabulous presentations together and answering all the questions from the judges so well in a difficult time. So without further ado, the winner of the Local Enterprise Office ICT Award for 2020 is, drumroll, Nick and Jack Cotter of the Cotter Crate. A double whammy for you today, guys. Congratulations.
Oh wow, not one but two winners. One but two winners. So well done LIT, well done UCC. Guys, how do you feel? Congratulations.
This is great. Yeah, it really is. First of all, I'd like to say that we're thrilled, honoured and privileged to receive this award. I'd like to thank Anna Connacht, Enterprise Ireland and of course local enterprise office for this. And I mean, with this Cotter Crate, we want to get this into the hands of every sheep farmer in the country next year, and hopefully over the next few years, farmers worldwide, and hopefully with the support now of Enterprise Ireland and the local enterprise office, we'll surely go on to do that. And thank you very much. This is a huge achievement.
It most certainly is. So now all that's left is let's make this happen with all the winners and all the participants today. Let's make this happen. Let's take our businesses from concept to reality and take on the world. A huge congratulations, guys. Celebrate long into the night. Well done. I can't believe it's that time. Can you believe it's that time? I can't believe it's that time. It's now time, the time we've all been waiting for, to find out who the winner of the Student Entrepreneur Award of 2020 is. And again, just to remind you, the hashtag is hashtag Student Entrepreneur Awards if we want to send a tweet. I'm going to welcome back the magnificent Richard Murphy. Are you there, Richard?
I am indeed, Greg. Thank you for that introduction.
Yeah, great stuff. So I don't know how you guys picked winners, but I'm really I'm pumped and excited to find out who the winner is. But before we do that, Richard, maybe there's a few words that you'd like to say about this year's Student Entrepreneur Awards.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. There are a few words I'd like to say. Firstly, congratulations to everybody who commenced the journey, to the 10 finalists, magnificent presentations. I'd like to thank my organisation, Enterprise Ireland, for providing us with the opportunity to host this in difficult circumstances. I would like to say that for the winners of the competition, congrats. But I think the real winners will be the guys who start to take the first steps on that journey from idea to enterprise development. That's the real test. And we stand ready to support those. I would like to point out as well that we have a variety of tools to do that. And in particular, the winners today and the overall winner, we have a full support of not just the cash prize, but mentor programs that will help them, develop the financial plan, look at sourcing investment, look at developing the product through prototyping, etc. So we're ready to help these guys. And as I said before, we've had many really good examples of ideas that have turned into really successful businesses. So I suppose just a final thank you to the judges, to the participants, to the colleges, and indeed, let's not forget the parents of these guys. They've been supportive in a very difficult time for us all. So I suppose we do reach the point now where I have the absolute privilege and honour to announce the winner, Greg.
Fantastic. I'm biting my nails.
So, Greg, are you there?
I am.
And I'm very pleased to announce that the winner of the 39th Enterprise Ireland Student Entrepreneurs Awards and the virtual first winner is Mark O'Sullivan, Norabel, University College Cork.
Mark, my gods, you've done it. Oh, could that smile get any bigger? I don't think it could.
No, definitely not.
Huge congratulations.
Thanks a million. I'm absolutely thrilled.
I'm sure you're blown away. Speechless, which is not good when we want a speech from you, is it?
No, I know. Yeah, it's mad. I mean, it was such a privilege to make the top 10 finalists. I mean, winning the award is an absolute bonus. I mean, just some phenomenal entrepreneurs in Ireland in this competition alone. So it's great to be up there with them. Yeah, I mean, I suppose building a medtech startup or moving towards a medtech startup is quite a long journey, and even to date there's been a lot of ups and downs. So it's great to get this award and to try now build on the momentum and try and build, I suppose, my own profile as well as build the profile of Neurobel to get out on an international platform.
Fantastic. No, we need to make this a reality. I mean, it's such an incredible business. I mean, identifying brain injury and monitoring it in newborns, it has to happen. So we're all rooting for you, Mark. Is Richard still there? I'd love to hear about Richard. What about Mark and Neurobel that stood out for you guys, the judges? And what kind of things would you like to add?
Well, a superb presentation, Greg, and a really well-developed business plan with a lot of the processes thought through. And obviously, the issues that Mark is trying to solve are hugely important to society in general and to the whole health service. So everything was incredibly impressive, very impressive man. So we do hope to work with Mark into the future to take this from where he's at and hopefully to translate it into a hugely successful business.
Thank you, Richard.
Thanks a million, Richard.
Quick word with Mark before we close out today's ceremony. Mark, I just wanted to see that smile again. Quite frankly, that's the only reason why I wanted to be on camera. There it is. There it is. Fantastic stuff. A huge congratulations. So this year's Student Entrepreneur Award and finalists, and actually you have the award. This is what's going to be winging its way to you here. Do you see it? Here it is. This has been couriered to you. I wouldn't say as we speak because I'm holding it, but a huge congratulations, Mark. Neurobel, you want to hear lots about it. So, Student Entrepreneur Award winner of 2020 is Mark from Neurobel. Have a fantastic time celebrating this weekend, Mark.
Will do. Thanks a million, Greg.
No worries.
Thanks to everyone.
So, wow. What about today? Today blew my mind. Incredible caliber of finalists. And just to remind you, all 10 of the finalists today are winners. They're all winners. They're all incredible. And a huge thank you to the judges for even deciding on who the winners are. So huge congratulations to everyone. Just before we say goodbye, I just want to thank our supporters. They are Grant Thornton, Cruikshank, the Local Enterprise Office Network, and of course, Enterprise Ireland. So a huge thank you for your support. I want to thank all the students that participated in this year's competition. So literally every student that participated, every student entrepreneur out there. I want to say thank you to all the lecturers of all the third level colleges and universities across Ireland that fuel student entrepreneurship in third level education. A huge thank you to you too. And last, but no, certainly not least, a big thank you to you, the viewers, for tuning in and being for part of our first and hopefully last virtual Student Entrepreneur Awards. Next year, hopefully, we'll be back in the real world. I think everyone has an idea. Doesn't everyone have a business idea? But it takes a special type of person to turn an idea into reality. And that's what these 10 entrepreneurs have done. So I'm going to leave you with a quote from Henry Ford. I'll probably butcher it a little bit. But that quote is, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. So if you have an idea, take the bull by the horns and make it a reality. And who knows, maybe next year, 2021, in the real world, you could be the Student Entrepreneur Award winner of 2021. So from me, Greg Fry, and everyone else, it's goodbye, and thanks and a huge congratulations to all the winners again. Thank you.